Let us solve the exercise number 4 in the part B of operating system lab. In this exercise, we are supposed to write a menu-driven shell script for the following. First one is to display the current working directory. Second one is to list all the files that starts with B and ends with a number in the current directory. Third one is to rename a file, and we are supposed to check for the existence of the source file. And the fourth one is to append the content of a file to another file, and we are supposed to display the message if the file does not exist in the current directory. I will straight away go to the Linux here, and I'm going to start the Notepad QQ. The first thing that you're supposed to do is to save this one so that you get the syntax highlight. Otherwise, you can go to the language here and then select bash as your language. One and the same, but I'm going to just save it. This is the easiest one. Anyhow, you're supposed to save it. I will go to the my folder here, money, and I'm going to double click on the documents, and then I have my exercise over here. I'm going to give the name for this exercise as the same exercise number, and that is part B. Just go here, part B, and exercise number 4. Let me save this exercise, and let's go here and start typing the program. Let me just zoom out a bit, and let me start writing the program here. You can use the control, hold the control and use the mouse button wheel to either zoom in or zoom out. So the first thing that we are supposed to do is we are supposed to create a menu. So I'm going to use the while loop for continuously creating the menu. So I'm going to say while true and do. Let me just put a space here, do, and done. So this will be the continuous loop that will run throughout, and this will create the menu. The first one that I'm going to do here is I'm going to clear the content of the previous content, and I'm going to use an echo statement and then dash 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 just to create an illusion of a menu here. And then the first choice, so I will use the choice 1. Let me just put double quotes here. Choice 1 is to display the current working directory. If you look at the options here, display the current working directory, that's the first one. So I'm going to say display current working directory. Yeah, this is your first choice. The second choice, let's look at the second choice. Let me put this dot here. And the second choice happens to be list all the files that starts with B and ending with a number. So let me just write that thing. So I'm going to say list files starting with B and ending with a number. Okay, very lengthier one. Echo, the choice is 3, and what is this choice number 3? Choice number 3 happens to be rename a file. So I'm going to say rename file. Done. Echo choice number 4. What is this choice number 4? Choice number 4 is to append the content. So I'm going to say append to a file. So I'm going to say append to a file. Then choice 5, which is nothing but exit. Okay, and I'm again going to use the dash dash dash. This is just to get an illusion as though we are using the this much is enough. So I'm going to put some dash here so that it looks like a menu. Okay, done. And then I'm going to use a read command, read, and I'm going to use the prompt here, and the prompt happens to be enter your choice. Okay. And I'm going to use ch variable ch for my choice. Okay, and I will use to echo here. So remember, without typing anything, echo will create a new line. So after this menu, I am going to put two lines, blank lines, so that the things won't appear very next to it. Otherwise the output will come very next to it. So I'm going to just put two blank line. Echo without anything will create a simple blank line. Now I'm going to use the case option over here. So I will switch on the various cases. So case on the ch. So ch is my choice. Okay, case on ch. So case ch in. So this is your syntax. The first choice happens to be. So what is the first choice? First choice is to display the current working directory, and you know very well command for current working directory is pwd is the command, and I will use a two colon to stop the first one. Okay, so this is the case number one. What is the case number two? Case number two is to list all the files starting with B and ending with a number. So I will first show you the simple option of listing a file with starting with the number B and ending starting with the letter B and ending with the number. Then I will show you one other option later, which is an enhanced version of it. You can use the first one that I am showing here for your examination. The second one, if you are very good in grasping the content, and if you have a practice, you can use the second option also. So let us start with the first one. You know very well ls minus l will give you the uh, lengthy list here. So let me just go to the command prompt here, and let me just show you this one. Okay. I'm going to just use this one. I'm going to type ls minus l. Okay, let me zoom in for you so that you can see it. See, ls minus l will give you list of all the files which are there in the current working directory. This is the length option. L, this is minus L. However, you can use ls minus 1. What is this ls minus 1? Will just list the file name. Look at the difference. This is minus 1 and this is minus L. Minus L is the length, the long listing, not lengthy, long listing of the files. Minus 1, this is minus 1, will just give you the names of the files or folder, whichever is there. Most of them are folder in this case. All of are starting with D. So you must know what is the difference. So what I'm typing here, now let's come to this point. First of all, let me just zoom out for you. And what I'm going to type here is minus, not L, it is minus 1. It is 1 that I've typed here. So the file must start with B. That is what they said. The file must start with B. Then it can have anything, and it must end with a number. So what are the possible numbers you can have? You can have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 9. All of them are numbers. Okay. So when I am going to use this one, now it may so happen that the file may not exist at all. So suppose if I copy this one and let me just go here, and if I just paste it here. Okay, let me zoom in for you. I've typed this same thing, I'm typing it here, and what click here, you will notice that you will get this one, cannot access B because no such file. I don't want this message to be shown to the user, cannot access this and so on. So I don't want to get into that. So what I am supposed to do, okay, this is the error message that you got. So I will suppress this error message. I won't show this error message because it's not a good looking error message. So the error message is shown in the debug window. So what I'm going to say is, or debug console. What I'm going to say here is, let me just zoom in here. Okay, what I'm going to say is, if you are getting the error, not the if you are getting the output. If you are getting the error, then redirect this error to null device. Null means, you know very well, null means nothing. You don't show, in other words, you are saying that don't show the error message here. Don't show the error message, because this is not a good looking error message. I will give a good looking error message. So this is the meaning. So I don't want to show this error message. I will show a beautiful looking error message. So this to and this indicates I am redirecting the error message, not the message which are coming like this, not these message. These are not the error message. This is the general output. This whatever you are saying is the general output. General output you show it. Suppose if you get an error, don't show that error onto the screen. So send it to the null device. Null means nothing. In other words, you just dump that message, don't show it onto the screen. It is not good looking, so don't show it to the screen. So that is the meaning of it. Now I said that I am not going to, don't show the error message. But the question is, how will the user come to know that there is no files or directory matching this criteria? So how do I say that thing? Then I have to generate my own good looking error message. So I'm going to say if, okay, if dollar this. So what is the meaning of it is, if you get any error message, okay, so any output if you have got it, okay, so then you know very well, if you get any output, you are going to show this content. Yes. Suppose if you don't get any message, so what? When will you get no message? Whenever there is a exception, or whenever there is an error, like no file found or nothing of this kind of, whenever there is an error, that output will not come onto the screen. It will go to the null here. Is it not? So when it goes to the null, nothing will be shown on the screen. Screen will be blank. So if you get the output as blank, then you have to say, okay, then you will say that files are not found. So good looking message, okay, files not found. Uh, let's say files matching criteria is not found, or are not found. So what is the meaning of that? This criteria, what is the criteria? It must starts with B and it must end with this. So this criteria, files matching this criteria is not found. So this is slightly good looking message. Okay. So files matching. So when will you say that? If you get an output here, that means if this output was redirected where to the null device, then it is not equal to 0. You got some message there, you say that the files matching this criteria is not found. So simple as that. Okay. So you get what I'm typing now. Okay. And then this is going to be your choice here. Let's go to the choice number 3 here. Now let's go to the choice number 3. What is the choice number 3? I'm going just to zoom out for you so that you can see the choice here. Choice number 3 is to rename a file, and what they have said is you have to check for the existence of the source file. So this is what they have said. So first of all, we are going to read the source file. So I'm going to say read with the prompt, and I'm going to say enter source file, source file name, source file name. Enter this one. I will call this variable as src. I'm going to store that file name in the src. Now they said that I have to check whether that file exists or not. How do I say that? If minus f for the existence of the file. So if this source file $scr, what is this scr? Scr is the variable. Whatever file name you are entering, that will be stored in scr. Now I am saying if dollar means the content of scr. So if the content of scr, just check it. If it is there, well and good. Okay. If it is there, well and good. Okay. You do something. If it is not there, so this is what they have said. if the file does not exist, so check for the existence. So if the file is there, well and good. You are going to move this file, or you are going to do something with this particular file. Moving is nothing but renaming the file. You are going to rename the file. If it is not there, you are going to give an error message saying that echo, okay, error. Here, let me type it in, error, and what you are going to say, error. You say that file not found. Okay, let's say source file not found. Source file not found. Some error message. So something like that. Okay. So this is when are you going to do it? This you are going to do it when there is a the file source file is not there. If the source file is not there, you say source file not found. You can't rename it. Now let me write the destination file. Remember, you are going to change the original file name to some other name. So I'm going to use one more p, and I'm going to say enter, okay, new name, new name for the file. So why you said the new name for the file? You are renaming the file. Okay, you say enter the source file, or you say enter the original file name. Should I make it as enter the original file name? This is the source file name. Enter the original file name. Enter a new name for the file. Okay, so this I'm going to call it as destination, DST, short form for the destination. Okay, then I'm going to move this file. You know very well, move the source file src to destination file, dst, destination file. See, move command is used for renaming it. Rename the original file, this is the original file src, to the new file name. It's going to rename the file, moving from one file name to the other file name. We'll just rename the file. So this is what I have done. Move command is used to rename the file. There is nothing called as a rename command is not there. You are just moving the source file name to the destination file name. The source file name itself will be renamed. Now the rename may be successful, rename may be failure. So I have to check whether the rename is successful or not. So again the same story. If there is an error, if you get a error message, then okay, then I am going to say echo, okay, file is renamed. This is a file was renamed, let's say dash dash dash, and I'm going to say file renamed. Okay, let's say, okay, this is the good case. Else case is echo error while renaming the file. Let's say I will not write so much fail to rename. So is it fine? So you're not writing very much. So if there is if you are able to get an output that file name is see, this is equal to 0. Last time I said not equal to 0, don't get confused. If it is equal to 0, that means the file was named. Okay? There is no error. See, remember, I hope you are familiar with the C stories. Okay? In the C stories, in when I say C story, your C programming language, you had void. Let me just type it here. I don't want to confuse you. You said int main in C program. Okay, in this is C. Don't write this one. This in C program, and finally used to return 0. Return 0 means the program executed successfully. Return non-zero -1 means there is something wrong in the program. So this is what we are checking. Hopefully you are familiar with that story. That's why I'm not stretching, otherwise the video will become very lengthier. If it is not 0, that means the program gave an error message. So I said in the first case, there is no files. If it is 0, just remember, recall your C programming story. If it is 0, most of the time you returned 0. Those who have written int main, those who are writing int main, for them, you in some colleges they write void main. In order to avoid everything, people write void main. Used to write like this. For those who are using this void main, they are not familiar with this. Generally, you are supposed to use a int main. Okay, and you are supposed to return in the C program. Remember, this is just to recall of your C program. You're supposed to return 0, saying to the operating system that everything was fine, don't worry about anything. If you say -1 or 1 or anything, you are telling the operating system that something went wrong in the program didn't ended smoothly. Okay, so that is what I'm checking the return value of the last command. If the return value of the last command is 0, that means everything went smoothly, everything was successful, you renamed the file. If it is not equal to 0, something went wrong. Okay, in my previous case I was directly checking for not equal to 0. Okay, where when I listed the file, this case number 2 here, I am directly checking for the not equal to 0. When not equal to 0 means something went wrong, and you said something went wrong, some message, you give some message, that's up to you which message you are giving. Okay, so this is the case number 3. Okay, so you read the file, you check for the source file, original file name. If it is not there, you give a message. If it is there, you check for the destination file and you give the error message. If at all there is something that might have gone wrong, if something goes wrong, you just give the error message. Now coming to the case number 4. What is this case number 4? So what is the case number 4? Case number 4 is append a file to the other file. Okay, and they have said here, append the content of the display the message if the file does not exist in the directory. So then again they have some criteria that need to be taken care. So let us start with the same story as previous. -p, that is the prompt, and I'm going to say enter source file name. Okay, done. And I'm going to store it in the source. Okay, if the same story, you can copy paste it, but I've started typing, so I will not copy paste again. If the source file is there, well and good. Okay, if the source file is there, well and good. If it is not there, then that is the else part. You give an error message saying that the source file is not. I'm not going to type this thing. I'm going to just copy this and just paste it here. Okay, if the source file src, if the source file is there, you do the append part. If it is not there, you show the error message. Else part is you show the error message. Now if it is there, you need the source file and you need the destination file. So I'm going to say read -p, and I'm going to say enter destination file name. You are appending something. Again, I'm going to call it as dst. Okay, and you can copy paste this whole thing and do it, but I'm just typing it. Okay, now if okay, the destination file is there, okay, let's say, remember you are copying from one source file to the destination. This is destination dst. If the destination file is there, then you do something else, you give the same thing, you give an error message. I'm going to just copy this part again. Okay, this time I'm going to say destination file is not found, destination file not found. Okay, this is the destination file. So remember, we are searching for the source file name. If the source file is not there, you give the error message. You ask for the destination file name. If the destination file is not there, you check whether the destination file is there. If the destination is not there, you also display the destination file is not there. Suppose if the source file is there as well as the destination file is there, then you can't help yourself. You will have to append the one file to the other. How do you do it? You have this cat command. Cat is concatenation, which is nothing but adding one file to the end of the other file. So you take the source file, okay, concatenation symbol, append it to the destination file. Simple as that. Okay, and then you give the echo and you give the message saying I'm just giving this dash 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 so that it looks a bit no decent. Okay, appended successfully. Appended successfully. Successfully. Okay, is the hopefully that is the spelling of success. Okay, so appended successfully. So you have so what you're doing, you read the source file. If the source file is there, well and good. If it is not there, you just give the error message saying that say source file is not there. Suppose if the source file is there, you read the destination file and check whether the destination file is there. If it is not there, you say that destination file itself is also not there. If source file is there, destination file is there, you cat, that is concatenate source to the destination. You are done with it. Done. Let's go to the our last choice. What is our last choice? Choice number 5. What is this choice number 5? You know very well, choice number 5 is the most favorite one, and that is you are going to come out of this entire program. So if the choice number is 5, okay, what are you going to do? You are going to echo. So you just don't just blindly come out of it. Some students just blindly come. You are just saying exiting. Hopefully that is spelling. Exiting dash 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 dash. Okay, so simply saying that you are exiting, and you exit with the 0. I told you. So you remember, we are checking for this 0 and 1 here, not equal to 0, equal to 0. This is the exit status. Exit status saying to the operating system, everything is successful. Okay, so operating system is also very happy that you have done something great. Now there are people who want to check. There are good people who will type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are bad people are there on earth who will type 6 and just see what is your program is going to do. No? What will happen if you type 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? If you type anything else, this is the else part. What are you going to do? You are going to say echo invalid choice. Okay, and that is it. Some people say try again. Okay, during the examination, don't type too many things. So just a simple, okay, invalid choice. Now every case must end with the opposite of a case. This is very important. What is opposite of case? ASAC. Okay, opposite of case. This is CASA. So case is CASA. Opposite of CASA is this. Okay. Now some of you will think that okay, that's all. It is not over. The reason is, see, you have right at the beginning, you have this clear, and it will repeatedly run inside the while loop. Now what happens is, when you call pwd, it will show some message to the user. Now, if you just use the while loop, what will happen is this will show you some message on the screen, and this while loop will end. Remember, it will go to the end of the while loop, and again it will come back. While loop is a repeated loop, and it will clear the screen. So what will happen? What is the result of that is when you type PWD, nothing is shown on the screen because while loop will come back and clear the screen, and it will stop at this point. So once this either PWD or any message is shown, I want the user to read that message and then continue. So what I'm going to do here is I will put two lines here, echo and echo, and then at the end, before I type this done, where is this done gone? Before this done, I'm putting two echo. You know very well, blind echo will just create a new line. It will not create anything else. It will simply create a new line, blank line, two blank line, and then I will use a read command, read minus p, and I am going to just say yes, press any key to continue. This is very important. Remember, some of you don't write this one during the examination, and you will find that your output is not shown. You press choice 1, you press choice 1, nothing will happen. It will come back to the choice 1 again. The reason is you have to stop this program, or you have to stop this menu from appearing blindly, otherwise it will abruptly start showing it. This has to be shown when the user has seen all the output and when they are ready to take the next output. So you are going to say press any key to continue, and dash. You don't need to read it to any variable. I want it to just stop at that point so that it will show the output to the user, and it will stop there. Okay, so let me just go to my folder. I'm going to minimize this one. Okay, I will go to my computer here. I will close this one in order to avoid the confusion. I will go to my computer, and I will go to my exercise here. Double click, and then go to the tools here. Let me zoom in for you. So can you see this exercise 4B is there? Go to tools and then open the terminal in the same place. So in the same place your documents, my exercise, you have the folder. If you want, you type ls just to be confirmed that this same file ex4b.sh is there in the same location. How do you activate it? You just say bash and you say exercise b4.sh. You press enter and you get the syntax error for fi in the line number 22. Let me go to the line number 22. I will zoom out for you, okay, because it's a bit difficult for me to just watch what is going on here. Line number 22, it said. Line number 22 is I forgot to put this semicolon here. Okay, hopefully things are proper. Let me save it and let me try it one more time. I'm also typing it, so I may make some mistakes. So I have the enter your choice here, display 1 2 3 4. So this is the top part, it is being shown here. So this is the one that is shown here. Enter choice 1, I'm going to type here and press enter. It's going to stop here. Remember, if you had not typed this part, where is this part? Press any key to continue. What would have happened? After showing this, it would have, after showing this, if this read was not there, it would have simply come back to the same place and you would have seen this same story again. I'm going just to show you this one. I will press any key to continue. Let me exit it. Now let me exit it, and I'm going to just remark this line. You see what is the effect? I'm going to save it. I will save it. You see the effect of remember this, most of you will make that mistake during the examination. That is why I'm showing you this. You got the error message here, menu here, beautiful looking menu. You type 1. Because this is not stopping at the end, what's going to happen? You press enter, you will come back to the same place. Nothing is shown. You come back, you are wondering what is happening. It is because it has shown this pwd. It has shown this pwd, and it will come back. It will come back. This is the end of while loop, and it will again come back to the top here, and it will start showing the menu again and again. So you have to be careful. This is the most frequently done mistake in the examination. You don't write the you don't stop the program from showing the or from stopping here. So I will exit it, then reload it. Remember one other part, other mistake that most of you will do is you will make changes here in the program. You save it, but you don't exit out of this program. You have to exit this program and reload it. Okay, it is not going to, it is the same thing in the C program. Whenever you make some mistake, you correct the mistake, you recompile it and then execute the same thing. You have to rerun this script again, not just because I saved it and I'm running the same script, it will not work. You have to exit that program and rerun it again, and it's going to show up. Okay, so choice one is present working directory, and you know very well I'm in the home. This is money, my login, my documents, and my exercise. You know very well this is the same place. If you look at, let me just zoom in for you. This is the same place where I am having, this is a slash home slash money document exercise one. Yeah, this was there right from the beginning, and you've seen this. Let's look at the second one. That is the press any key to continue. Choice is 2, and it will not show you so this message. You show this beautiful looking message. How did I get this beautiful looking message? Because I just checked and said that if the return is not equal to 0, files matching my criteria is not found. So that it's showing very beautiful message. Okay, how do I get files matching my criteria? So next one, how to get them. So to get them, let me not go here. To get them, I will go to my document. I will zoom out for you. Okay, so I will go to my document, and I'm in the my exercise here. I'm running it here. So zooming in with is a problem. I'm in my exercise. I will right click here, and I will say create a new text file. You can say create anything, create a new text file. Okay, and I'm going to give the name of this is it must start with the B, you know very well, and it must end with the number. What is the number? It must end with the number. So start with the B, quad 1. It starts with the B and it ends with the number. Click OK. You created this bad one. You see there that file is there. Let us try one more time. Let me press enter. Choice number 2, bad one is there. You see there, bad one is there. Okay. Let me create one more file. Again, one more text file. Bat 1, bat 2. Let's say this time bad, this time bat. Okay. Let me press enter and let me type the choice is to bat 2. Two files are there. Two files are there. Can you see that? Two files are there. Yes. Okay. Now there is one major problem. What is the major problem? You see the extension here. After dot, you generally put an extension. What if I create a file called as bad3.txt? Remember, I am giving an extension now. What if I give the extension? Now, if I click OK, you will notice that this is bad3 and it has an extension .txt. Generally, we don't check the extension, but it has an extension. Now, what will happen if I run my command? If I run my command, say 2, it will not show me this file. What is the reason? It will not show this command because it starts with B, but it will not end with a number. It ends with .txt, whereas txt is just an extension. It is not the it has nothing to do with the file name. It's just an extension. For recognition, the extension is generally used in Windows, where Windows will automatically recognize the extension. Here that doesn't make any sense in a Unix environment, but it is an extension. Generally we use it like .sh, and so on. So it is not coming there. What to do? That is why I told him there is another way in which you can catch hold of that. Okay, you can do that. Okay, let me zoom out for you. So it is, I know it is annoying because I have to come to the Windows and zoom out. So what is the solution for that? Let me first come out of this one. And what is the solution? Now I am just giving you a solution, but I request you not to try this unless and otherwise you are very sure of what you are doing. Okay, otherwise don't simply try that thing, because it's not going to no, it's going to create a problem if you are not very sure what you are typing. Okay, but let me just show you what you can do it. I'm going to just remark this statement, and I'm going to just change this one. I will remark all this so that you know very well. For the examination, just try this one. This is just an extra explanation that you can use it. Okay, so what you are going to do it. Okay, you will try the same thing, because I want the error message to come. So I'm going to do the same thing. But what I am going to say is here I said the error message, you dump it to the screen. Now what I'm going to say is even the other message, the one message that you usually see when the files are there, like bad and so on, you've seen these messages which were there here. Also you show them also. Okay, don't show anything. So this means 1 and 2 and 3, all of them are sent to the null. Don't show anything onto the screen. The reason is I just want to verify whether this is there or not. Okay, I'm going to go here and copy this whole thing. Okay, only change that I've made is if it is not null, this is same as before. What you typed here, same as before. Only thing is instead of 2, I use the ampersand, saying that everything is sent to the null. Okay, if it is not there, if it is 0, it's the same story is there. Now only difference is else part. I'm putting this else part. So what I'm doing is same as previous, there is no change, but only difference I put ampersand means the normal output and the debugging output, error output, everything is sent to the null. That means don't show any output onto the screen. For this command, don't show anything onto the screen. And now the first part is same. You just show the output, you as well as the error message, debug message, everything you send to the null device, and check whether there is any uh, the check the output. If it is not 0, that means if there is an error, you show that there is a, you have not found any file. What if you there is no error message? That means if this file exists, then you are going to use ls command, no doubt. You're going to use the ls command. Okay, same thing. You will also do the same thing, because I'm going to just show you this one. Okay, you're going to show this one, ls, and this part is same. Okay, and okay, you will pipe this output. Let me put a star here. The reason why I put the star is I want even that extension. Let me just to show you this command here. I'll just type ls here. I want the extension, this extension. Can you see this extension .txt .sh? I want even that extension. I want that extension to be there. Okay, and I'm going to pipe it to the streamline, that is sed. Okay, you are familiar with the sed. You might have studied this sed. And in sed, I'm going to use the filter criteria. How do I use the filter criteria? You use the filter criteria like this. Okay, so what is the filter criteria? Filter criteria is I want to select everything first. How do I select everything first? Remember, I'm going to use this one just to say that this is the first part. Okay, this is the first part. Can you see the open bracket and close bracket with the slash here saying that it is open bracket and close bracket? Start from the beginning till the end. You select everything. So this is what I'm saying, including the dot, everything you selected. Okay, you selected it, and now you are saying that from this you search for the last dot. Okay, and select everything after last dot. What is the meaning of this? What does this mean? The first one says that you select everything. You select everything. Okay, you select everything. Done. And then you say that from the last dot select the remaining. From the last dot select everything. From the last dot select everything. So from the last dot select everything. Again the same story. Now you've done that one. Okay, done everything. Now remove this one. So what did I say? From the last dot select everything. First part is select everything. This part is select everything. Then you said from the last dot select everything and then remove it. Okay, so what you got? Select everything. Okay, from the last part you select from the last dot you select the remaining part and remove it. So what is gone here? Dot txt is gone. If you select this one, what is gone here? Dot sh is gone. So you remove the remaining part. So this is what you are going to say. Okay. So this is slightly a bit complicated, but it works fine. Okay, so let's save it if I have not done any mistake. Okay, let me run it and see whether I'm able to achieve this one. I'm going to just save it, and I will use the up arrow, and I'm going to activate this one. Let me get it in full screen. Okay, my choice is 2, and you see I got bad one, bad and bad also. You see there, you see this one. I will zoom in for you, so you kindly be patient because zooming has to be done in Windows, so a bit problematic. You see there bad one without extension, bad3.txt, bad3 is also selected, starting with the B, ending with the number, but there is an extension and we don't care about the extension. That's the reason I said. Then you have bat2 is there. What if I create one more file? You can create any file, just a text file in this thing. Okay, what I can say, best dot best, again I put a dot here. See there, how many dots are there? 3 times best bad, best bad dot txt. Okay, click OK. Last extension is dot txt. Remember, it must end with a number. Okay, it must end, let me say 9, number 9. So it will start with B, it will end with a number. This is the criteria. It must start with B and it must end with a number. Click OK. Done. So you have best dot bad dot 9. Anything you can do. So it must start with B and it must end with a number. So that's it. Let me press enter and let me try the choice 3 here, and you notice that best dot bad dot 9 dot txt is I'm not showing. Okay, so you can still do it. So it is up to you which one you want to follow during the examination, whether you want to go with the simplest option like this. My choice is go with the simplest choice, this one, or if you are a bit pro, go with this choice. Okay, both of them I have explained. It's up to you which one you chooses. Which one will you get to give the marks? It depends on the examiner, and most of the examiner will ignore this part, and you will say this part is also correct. Most of the examiner will agree with this part. Okay, but if You want to show that you know it, well and good. Nobody can say that you can't type that. Okay, let's go with the renaming of the file. Okay, let me press enter and let me go with the renaming of the file. And what is the original file name? I'm going to take the original file name is bat2. You see, bat2 is my file is there, bat2 is my file, and I'm going to make it as cat3. Okay, press enter. File is renamed. You can immediately see that file is renamed. Okay, press any key. Number 3 again. First I'm going to say dog4, which is not there. Dog4 is not there. You know very well. Dog4 is not there. And you see source file is not done. Next one, I will create some file here and I will call it as cricket. Don't put an extension and other things during the examination. Cricket. Open. Okay, you put an extension. It is better. You put an extension. I will rename it and I will put the extension .txt. You can those who don't like cricket, you can also use some other name. Okay, cricket, Sachin, Rabbit. Okay, it is skipping. Okay, anyhow, two names. So the cricket file has two names. Let me just stop this one. And I have one more file, cars.txt. And where is the cars.txt? Double click on it, and I will say Maruti, Honda, and I don't know the other spellings, so I will just save it. My cars has two things. So what is there in my cricket? I have two cricketers. Where is the cricket gone? I have two cricketers here, Sachin and Dravid, and I'm going to append the cars into the cricket. So how do I do that? Press here. Choice is 3. Append a file. Original file is cars dot. We have cars. Remember, the Linux is case sensitive. C is in capitals, so I'm typing C is in capital. Cars.txt, done. uh, Cricket, where is the C? Cricket.txt, done. Okay, oh sorry, I renamed the file. I should have, sorry. Now this file is renamed as I'll try again, sorry. This choice should have been 4. Yes, sorry. Let me try it one more time, sorry about that. So I renamed. Okay, so let's start with the cars.txt. What was there in the cars is I have two cars here. I'm redoing it because accidentally I took Maruti and other one was Honda. I'm renaming it. I'm recreating it. The reason is I accidentally typed the choice number 4. This cricket. This I'm using cricket. Cricket was Sachin was there, and who was there? Dravid. Dravid was there. Other you may have many others cricketers. Okay, I won't type your favorite cricketers. Press any key. 4 number is the append file. Source file name is cars.txt. Destination file is cricket.txt. Then cricket.txt. CRIC. It is not there. It is not CRICKET. Destination is not there. Okay. Let me just rename it. CRICKET dot txt. Then okay, let me try it. Or cars dot txt, cricket dot txt. Destination is not. Let me just exit it and just what was it? Cricket.t. The reason, good that it has a cricket.txt. I have to just did I close that cricket.txt? Close it. Cricket.txt. Arts.txt. It is done. Let me try it one more time. Uh, Let me use the up arrow and let me run it. Choice number is 4. Cars.txt. What is happening here? Cricket.txt. What is happening here? Let me just rename it here. Names.txt. Okay, done. Let me try it one more time. Okay, so cars.txt. I'm just typing names.txt. Didn't get destination. In that case, I have some problem with my cross verifying here. Let me just check my code itself. So if it is regularly failing, that means my code itself is not working. Okay, DST. If not found DST, enter the destination DST. Let me check DST. If not DST, then if not DST, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, it is taking too long. That is why I'm bit going it much faster. Okay, so let's see whether I have done anything wrong here. Read destination DST. Done. Destination file is not found. It is saying. Okay, let's see. Try it one more time. I've just saved it. Press any key to continue. I'm going to exit it and then come back to my code. Append is to that. First I'm going to say names.txt, cars.txt, appended successfully. Maybe I think I put some space or anything. This is a code error. That was it was not doing it. So what I've done is names.txt and cars.txt. And if I open this names.txt, you notice that this is the names Sachin and Dravid. Where is the cars? Cars with Honda. Two times Honda was there, whatever it is there. Okay, just excuse me, Honda and Maruti was there. The reason why I am with this is it is the program is taking too longer to complete. This is more than half an hour. So I just want to complete it within the stipulated 2 hours because I have to go now. So press enter. Let me try it one more time. So we have names the cars.txt source file name, and the other one is names.txt appended successfully. And if I open the files, I'm just opening these files here from this place. Where is my cars.txt? And you have Honda, Maruti, and other. Okay, names Sachin, Dravid, Maruti, Honda, and so on. It is appended. What is appending? Again, if you, for those who don't know, appending is you are taking the content of one file and you are putting it to the end of the other file. You take the content of one file and put it the end of the other file. So you just append it. Okay. For example, if you have rain and train in one file, so names contain rain and train, and let me go to the other one. Cars contain hero and zero. Okay. You append one to the other. You take the hero and zero and put it into the end of rains and trains. So something like that. You just take one file and append to the other file. So let me try it one more time. File name will be same, cars and trains and other things. So don't worry about the names. You can rename it. So you can give other files also. So you take the source file name, that is cars, okay, C capital cars.txt, and put it into the names.txt and append it successfully. You open the names now. Okay, so you notice that rain, train, hero, 0, it is added at the end. Okay, done. What about the original files? Cars remains same. So you take the content of the cars and you put it into the end of the names. So simple as that. Okay, so done with that, and definitely the last choice is exiting, and it is exiting. So that's all. It took a slightly longer time because of extra explanation, but hopefully you were able to get to that. So with that, I will close it. Thank you for your interest. We will meet again in the other exercise. Thank you.